And now let us say hello to one of the top contenders in the UFC's middleweight division. We just found out late last week that he'll be returning to action on October 24th in a massive fight against Robert Whittaker. He's the one and only Jared Cannonier, who we haven't seen in action in almost a year. So great to catch up with him here on the program. Jared, how are you?
I've been good. I've been good. No complaints. And you're right. I have, acquired this fight. So I'm excited to get in there and get right back to business.
Okay, so a few things that I wanted to address right off the bat. Obviously, we knew that you were going to fight in March. That didn't come to fruition. You had the change in opponents, but then you tore your pectoral muscle. How is that feeling?
Good to go, man. My pick, it feels good. It's stronger than ever. The program that I've been doing with my therapist is, has not only rehabbed the pec, but made a lot of things stronger around the pec to support the muscle as well. The pec is stronger. And not only that, but he's also actually been my strength and conditioning guy while I've been, on the sideline. So especially while all the gyms have been closed and everything as well. So, it's been working out really good because we've been fixing a lot of my movements, strengthening a lot of closing a lot of my holes as far as my strength and conditioning goes, and just finding new ways to use my body.
Sometimes when people tear their pec, they get almost like an indentation over there. Did you get that same thing?
No, it's pretty good contour on my pec right now,
okay.
So not too bad.
That's good. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. All right. Looking good. What about the fact, okay, so you go through that and, like I said, it's been almost a year. In September, it will be 12 months since you last fought. You're riding high. You got all this momentum. It seems like everything's going well for you. The career is going well. You're a contender in the 185-pound division. And then this happens and you're out for a year. Like momentum-wise, mentally, how have you been dealing with this time off?
I took it in stride. I didn't let it really affect me in a negative way. I've only taken taking the silver lining approach, if you will. I've gotten a lot of positive out of it. Like I said, working with my physical therapist, I know that I'm stronger than before. I've been training, so I can make that distinguishment from how I feel now, or how I felt then, to how I feel now. And I know I'm stronger. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, I'm stronger. You know what I'm saying? It's a continuing process for me to get better in every aspect of my life. So mentally, I'm definitely stronger. I feel that, especially as far as the fight game go, I haven't just taken, a hiatus from fighting. I've still been studying the sport, studying the martial arts, getting better in how I approach it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely leveled up. And so I haven't really gone backwards. You know what I'm saying? Even though I tore the pec, I haven't gone backwards. I've only taken steps forward, even though I haven't been active in the fight scene as well. But in that regard, I'm coming back right to where I was before I tore my pec. You know what I'm saying? I was on the cusp of a contenders fight, initially against Robert and then against Darren, but none of that came to fruition. And now, as soon as I come back, I get the right offer, which is the same offer, a contenders fight. Right, so I'm right back on the road to get my title.
There was some out there who believed that, with the Izzy versus Costa fight being booked for September 19th, that maybe you would just fight the winner. When you were offered, Robert, did you like that fight, or were you hoping that you would be next in line for the title shot, given the timing of it all?
Well, I know how it goes with title fights. These guys fight for a title, and then they're off 4, 5, 6, 7 months, depending on how the fight goes. On top of that, I don't, unless I have a contract, nothing is for sure. When I got the call, it was, right. What it was exactly what I wanted, either a contenders fight or a title fight, So there was the prospect of me being next after this Izzy Costa fight. But Darren made his argument too. Not Darren. Rob made his argument known as well when he fought Darren. So he deserves a title contenders fight as well. So the question is, do I try to wait for a title fight and let everybody else work and maybe somebody else earn a title fight, and then, you know what I'm saying, I get passed up? We've seen it happen before. You know what I'm saying? We know that for me, the best way to get something is to go out there and earn it. So a fight with Darren, I know I can win that fight. I know I'm going to win that fight. Gets me my title fight. So that's what I wanted back then. That's what I would have liked to have had, you know, again, not taking those steps back in that regard. So right back where I started from.
Did you watch the Whittaker-Till fight? And if so, who do you think won that fight?
Well, I thought Robert won it, you know, fair and square, handily. I think Till won the first round. But, you know, I thought there was a few close rounds after that, but I thought Rob won the majority of the last four. But that's, you know, that's about it. It was a good scrap. You know, those guys went out there and did what they did, showed each other what, tried to figure each other out. You know what I'm saying? And it was fun to watch. So
did he impress you?
Did he impress me? I mean, those guys are always impressive when I watch those guys fight. You know, I learn from them every time, you know, especially in the position that I am now. I could be fighting this guy soon. Now I'm fighting Rob. I was definitely watching him with a keen eye, if you will. And I watched the fight multiple times after. You know, I watched it the next morning. I watched it multiple times after, knowing that I could be fighting one of these guys potentially. And it's always fun watching them fight the second day. The second day you watch the fight, it's kind of different from watching it the first day. You know what I'm saying? So you see a few more things. You catch on to a few of the tendencies. But yeah, it was a good fight. I think they delivered for a main event. You know what I'm saying? Those guys went out there and delivered. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not trying to go out there and have no 5-round fight. So we'll see what happens.
What do you mean by that? Do you mean like you don't want to go the distance with someone, or you don't want a 5-round fight right now? You don't want a main event fight?
Well, no, I'm not saying I don't want a 5-round fight. I'm not trying to go 5 rounds.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish the fight.
Gotcha.
You know, no, sign me up for a main event. Sign me up for a title fight. You know what I'm saying? Give me all that stuff, and I'm gonna finish the fight. It ain't gonna be 5 rounds. So.
Did you notice any differences in Robert this time around as opposed to what you saw out of him against Izzy and Romero previously?
Well, I know he uses that front that oblique kick to the knee. I'm not a big fan of that technique. You know, that is a career altering. You know what I'm saying? A career changing technique. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not saying we should ban it or anything like that. But you know, this is the martial arts. But with that being said, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't use it personally because I know how dangerous it is. And if I use it, you know what I'm saying, you know, you better have your next year of your life planned out. You know what I'm saying? So
so why not ban it?
I'm not advocating for banning it. I'm not going to say I wouldn't say, yeah, get rid of the technique. You know what I'm saying? If the argument arose, I would rather it not be in the UFC. You know, that in football, you can't knee spike, right? You can't dive for the knees. You can't collar tie. Certain things you can't do. This is a sport in the UFC. This isn't just fighting. You know what I'm saying? So people want to keep it as pure and as they want to. But as far as the sport goes, you want to preserve the fighters as much as possible, right? You don't want them to get hurt in the manner to where they will be on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how injuries affect people? People get on drugs. It's so easy for people to get addicted to pain pills and all kinds of crap. Depression comes with it. You know, I've been injured. I had to sit on I tore my labrum in my left shoulder before. And I'm not going to say I experienced severe depression, but I wasn't happy during that time. And it's crazy because it was in a time where I was getting ready to have my second child. So I'm not gonna say it was a pivotal time in my career or anything like that, but I definitely experienced something in that moment, you know, and who knows how anybody else how anybody else deals with that. With this injury in particular, I actually enjoyed the time off. I enjoyed the work I was getting with my physical therapist. I enjoyed the fact that I knew what to expect from the situation, so I knew how to make a benefit of the situation. So, but again, back to the technique, I don't like it. I wouldn't be sad if I never seen it again. And if you do it to me, I'm already in the game to try to hurt my opponent, to try to do damage, to try to finish the fight. But if you use that technique on me, I'm gonna liken it to a dirty technique. You're trying to gouge my eyes. You're trying to kick me in the nuts. You're trying to check my oil. You know what I'm saying? Which is a major violation right there. But you know what I'm saying? Trying to stomp my knee is a major violation as well, and I'm gonna make you pay for it right then and there, on the money, with a smile on my face. Don't think I'm gonna get mad about it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get mad. I'm gonna get your ass back, and it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, major implications for anybody who wants to use that technique on me. With that being said, I know Rob uses that technique, so you know what I'm saying. The door is open for. It can be a clean finish, or it can be a savage mauling. You know what I'm saying? In a very what's the word? In a stylistic way.
So I'm assuming you will practice defending those kicks, right?
I already have.
Okay.
I mean, guys in my gym use it. You know what I'm saying? So I already have I've already devised plans and plots and reactions to it.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And they look good and they work real good. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but I'm also taking people down. And my grounded pound, you guys haven't seen too much of it, but it is something to be feared. And you know what I'm saying? I'm working with some of the best wrestlers that I've, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I'm working with the best wrestlers in our gym. We're getting more and more wrestlers that are more and more my size. So not only am I getting the small, fast wrestlers, but I'm getting the big, strong wrestlers as well. And I'm learning how to use my body. Again, I'm stronger from my physical therapy. I'm learning how to use my body and apply it to that martial art specifically. I've been working on my wrestling since I've been out the lab, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, the last couple of years, I've been making really huge leaps and bounds as far as my wrestling goes. And as far as using it in the fight, it's becoming a major weapon for me. So it's going to open up the door for my grounded pound, which already is a finishing, you know what I'm saying, a position for me to finish fights already. So it's not only standing you got to worry about me, it's on the ground, and it's hard to get me on the ground and keep me on the bottom, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the cage is only so big, and like I said before, when I get in there, you know what I'm saying, I'm the biggest thing in the whole arena. I don't care if there's a million people in there, I'm the biggest thing in there. And my opponent realizes that, and then as soon as I say go, I'm gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger until there's nowhere to go.
Has the UFC told either you or your management that if you win this fight, you will get the next title shot?
Well, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't have to be said, but yes, you know, when I talked to my manager when I got the offer, yes, that is the road we are on. We're not like taking the next fight and hoping for the best after that,
right?
You know, so so, you know, I got, you know, Lou's a really good manager. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the best companies in the business. And he knows, you know, we talk, he knows exactly what I want. I know exactly, you know what I'm saying? I expect him, you know, he knows. And then he knows how to take that to the right people and get exactly what we need.
Who do you think wins between Izzy and Costa?
I'm going to say this for the record on your show, Ariel. I hate picking fights.
Okay.
I will analyze a fight in a heartbeat, but I really do hate picking fights because a fight is a fight. You know what I'm saying? And as a martial artist myself, I can't say that nobody, you know, one person is going to win a fight. I can say that this person has this much of a chance of winning the fight, and that person has that much of a chance. With that being said, both of those guys have a really good chance of winning the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why they're fighting for the middleweight title of the world. So who wins that fight? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Anybody can, you know, Izzy can go in there and make him look, you know what I'm saying, make him look, you know what I'm saying, normal with all those muscles, make all those muscles look like an Achilles heel, like he plans to do. You know what I'm saying? Make him miss, and when you miss, that takes more energy. And Izzy's good at making people miss and then making them pay. But Costa is a big dude. You know what I'm saying? Not only is he just a big brutish man, You know what I'm saying? He has a measured approach, you know what I'm saying, to his game. You know, we haven't even seen him on the ground, but you know what I'm saying, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, so who knows how that fight's gonna go. I know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really exciting to see. I'm interested primarily because I favor striking in my game, and I like both their styles. But I'm interested to see how Izzy deals with that aggression. You know what I'm saying? I have my way of dealing with it. And I'm interested to see how Izzy deals with it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can learn another way to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to I'm interested to see how both of those guys go in there and do their thing, and waiting, I'm just, waiting to learn something new.
I appreciate and respect the fact that you don't want to make a prediction. Could I ask, is there someone you want to win? Meaning like, all right, if you beat Whittaker, I'd love to fight this guy for the belt, or you don't care?
I don't care either way.
Okay.
Eventually it's going to be all of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when I get the belt. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter who wins it, who doesn't win it. I hope the best for both of them. As long as they're decent human beings, as long as they're decent human beings, I wish the best for both of them. So may the best man win, and show me something new.
It's an interesting time in your life because you're the closest you've ever been to a title shot. Have you allowed yourself to think about what life would be like if you were the UFC middleweight champion? Do you let your mind wander there, or is it too soon?
I've contemplated it. I don't. What I have done is everything I've done is in preparation for being in those moments in that position, and I see how other champions have dealt with it. Right, and we've seen the contrast. Some people are elated to be in that position and thrive in that position and thrive on the intention that they get from that position, and some people just are repulsed by it. Me particularly, I'm not in it for the fame. You know what I'm saying? I've said it before. Fighting is a part of my training. You know what I'm saying? I quit my full-time job because I just so happen to make enough money fighting. You know what I'm saying? Professionally. But with that being said, if you put me in that position, it's going to be like water off a duck's back. You ain't going to catch me in no fur coats or anything like that. But I'm going to definitely revel in the position, and I'm going to show the world, another way how to handle how to handle that position, and I'm confident that I think I'll be able to show the world a healthy way of being in those positions, So we've seen champs deal with the pressure and talk about it, and we see it roll off some of their backs. I think DC is really good in that position. You know what I'm saying? He is unfazed by any of it. You know what I'm saying? He actually, has made a way to integrate himself into it and become a part of it. Actually, other fighters have done that as well. So I think that's amazing. I think he's having fun with the whole thing. I love watching that. So again, another guy, another role model, another inspiration for me, somebody who who's walking a similar path for me, and I can see like, well, I can do something like this, you know what I'm saying, or I can go this way, I can go there, I can do whatever I want. The world is essentially my oyster in the position that I'm in, as long as I'm doing the right things, and for me, as long as I'm staying true to myself and righteous, then I feel I have control over everything that's going to happen. Everything is going according to plan. Even if you know what I'm saying, something doesn't go the way the way people will perceive that it should go, or perceive that I would want it to go. I'm not going to say it specifically because I don't want to speak it into existence or anything, but I'm prepared for anything that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm enjoying the present, living in the present, learning from, both the present, the future, and the past. And again, like I keep saying, just trying to be a better version of myself. And being in this position that I'm in is just showing, in my martial arts.
Last thing for you, Jared. I appreciate the time. I'd be remiss if I don't ask you, did you use any of your beloved crystals to help you heal during the rehab for the pec? And if so, what worked?
Well, I didn't use any specifically, but I have a variety of crystals throughout my house, and their energy is always there. So the energy is always working. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm drawing on it consciously or not. But you know, I did place a few what's the word? EMF absorbing, if you will, radiation absorbing crystals, tourmaline, some shungite. I have a bunch of shungite as well. Of course, I have a bunch of pyrite, and that does have EMF negating properties. So actually, I don't even have it up here, man. Crystal Council just sent me another piece. It's like it's a piece of fluorite, but it has pyrite growing, forming on top of it, and it's just a real beautiful piece, man. I'm already in love with it.
Wow.
So I love holding it and staring at it.
What's Crystal Council?
Crystal Council is actually a company I actually made contact with those guys about a year and a half ago, I think. And they sent me that piece that I wore in Copenhagen. I think I had it on.
Yeah.
They sent me a whole bunch of other things. I'm gonna affiliate with them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I have a code. I think it's on my Instagram. I can't remember it right now.
You haven't posted on that Instagram since February. You need to get back on
you know,
that.
I'm not too big on you know, posting on social media. I don't have anything to really post. You know what I'm saying? So, I think posting a lot requires people to draw on the energy of vanity, and pride and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that those are negative attributes, you know what I'm saying? But I don't tend to draw on those energies. So you won't catch me posting too much.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I post during fight week a lot, just to get people, open some eyes and get ready. Here it comes, bang. You know what I'm saying? It's like hearing the fuse before the bomb goes off.
Right.
So but I'm not too open with my energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like giving my energy away, and I don't like receiving energy from anonymous sources. You know what I'm saying? So you won't catch me posting too much on Instagram unless I feel that it's important, and then the people should peek their ears up and like saying, look over here, and not just saying people should believe everything I say, but you know what I'm saying? But there's bigger things than just how I feel or what the I'm eating or if I train today going on in the world. So but yeah.
I hear you.
That's pretty much it.
Well, I'm glad that you're feeling better, that you're fully recovered. I'm glad that you're getting the same fight that you were supposed to get back in March, because sometimes people can drop down the ladder. It's great to see that they're making good on that. And what a fight! Can't wait for it. October 24th, Jared Cannonier against Robert Whittaker. Appreciate the time as always, Jared, and good luck in training the next 2.5 months.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.